Looking for a pretty and easy crochet stitch to try? If you are, why not try the Little Shells crochet stitch? It works up really quickly and it's a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For the Little Shells crochet stitch, you're going to have to know how to complete a few different crochet stitches. So first off, you're going to have to know how to chain, you're going to have to know how to single crochet, and you're going to have to know how to double crochet stitch. That's it. Now, if you need to see those stitches in slower, more detailed tutorials, you could check out links in the description below. For today's crochet tutorial, I'm going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook, as well as some size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. You can use whatever works best for you. You also might need a pair of scissors, as well as a yarn needle for the end of your project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. For the Little Shells stitch, you need to begin by chaining a multiple of 4. Any multiple of 4 will do, so I am going to start by chaining 16. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So again, begin by chaining a multiple of 4. For row 1, we begin by working into the 4th chain from the crochet hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I personally am going to work into the back bump of the chain, but you can work into the chain however you normally do. There is no right or wrong way to work into the chain for this stitch. Into that 4th chain from the stitch, we're going to work a double crochet stitch. So we yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to work our repeat for the row, and our repeat for the row is worked across 4 stitches, which is why we have a multiple of 4 for this stitch. Across the next 4 chains, we're going to do the following. We're going to skip 1 chain. Into the next, we're going to work a regular single crochet stitch. We're going to skip the next chain, and into the 4th and final chain, we're going to work 3 double crochets into it. So here's 1 double crochet. Here is 2 double crochets, and here is 3 double crochets all into that chain. So that's our repeat for the row. We skip a stitch, we single crochet. We skip a stitch, we place 3 double crochets. We're going to do that until we have 4 chains remaining for the row. Now, when we have 4 chains remaining for the row, we're going to skip 1. We're going to place a single crochet into the next. And then we're going to skip 1, and into the very last chain of the row, we're going to place 2 double crochets. So here is 1 and 2 double crochets in the very last stitch of the row. So that last repeat varies just a little bit from the previous ones. And that completes row 1. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 1 and then turning our work. Into the very first stitch right here, we're going to place a single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row, and our repeat for the row is worked across the next 4 stitches. So just like the previous row, we're going to skip 1. Into the next, we're going to place 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3 double crochets in that same stitch. Then you're going to skip a stitch, and into the next you're going to place a regular single crochet stitch, and that ends the repeat for the row. So skip three double crochets, skip, single crochet. One thing you should notice is that your three double crochets are being worked into the single crochet from the previous row, and the single crochet is being worked into the top of the middle double crochet from the three from the previous row. So hopefully that makes sense. So again, we skip one, into the next we're going to place three double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3 double crochets, skip, and single crochet. You're going to do that until you have 4 stitches remaining for the row, and I know it looks like there are more, but you have those skipped chains, so you see all those extra V's here. We technically have 4 stitches remaining because those skipped stitches are acting as a double crochet, so as one stitch, so you don't count each of them. So we're going to skip one, into the next we're going to place 3 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3 double crochets, all in that same single crochet spot. You're going to skip one, and then into the top of those skipped chains from the previous row, so right here, we're going to place a single crochet stitch to end the row. And that completes row 2. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 3 and then turning our work. That chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet and is counted in our stitch count. Into this very first stitch right here, we're going to place a double crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row, and our repeat is worked across the next 4 stitches. So we skip one, and then we're going to single crochet in the next. We skip one, and then we place 3 double crochets in the next. So that's our repeat for the row. We skip a stitch, we place a single crochet, then we skip a stitch, and then we place 3 double crochets all in the same space. Just like the previous row, the single crochets get worked into the top of the middle double crochet from the set of 3, and the 3 double crochets for this row get worked into the single crochet from the previous row. So again, skip, single crochet, skip, 3 double crochets, now when you have 4 stitches remaining for your row, you're going to skip one, single crochet, skip one, and into the very last stitch of the row, you're going to place 2 double crochets. So not 3, you place 2 at the very end of the row. And that completes row 3. Row 4 is almost exactly like row 2, but where we work that last single crochet is slightly different, so I do consider it a different row just for clarification of where to work that last stitch. So for row 4, I'm going to start by chaining 1 and turning my work. Into the very first stitch, I'm going to place a single crochet stitch. Now I'm going to get into my repeat for the row, and my repeat is again worked across the next 4 stitches. So I'm going to skip 1 stitch, and into the next I'm going to place 3 double crochet stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3 double crochet stitches. I'm going to skip 1, and then I'm going to work a single crochet in the next, and that's our repeat for the row. Skip 1, 3 double crochets in the next, skip 1, single crochet in the next. You're going to do that until you have 4 stitches remaining for your row. When you have 4 stitches remaining, you're going to skip 1. Into the next, you're going to place 3 double crochet stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3 double crochet stitches all in that same stitch. Then you're going to skip a stitch, and into the top of that chain 3 that we started the previous row with, so into that top chain of the chain 3 turning chain, we're going to place a single crochet stitch into it. And that completes row 4. For the remainder of your project using the little shell stitch, you're simply going to keep repeating row 3, row 4, row 3, row 4. It is now a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. As far as the finishing stitch goes, I don't do anything special to finish off the little shell stitch. I simply stop after any repeat of row 3 or row 4 that I would like. I like how the top looks with a slight curve and the bottom ends up with just a slight little curve as well. So I don't do anything special to finish off this stitch. And that's how to crochet the little shell stitch. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And if you're looking for another fun shell themed crochet stitch, you could check out my actual shell stitch right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.